Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to First Commerce Accountancy online classes. Dear student, in the previous class we had discussed about the important terms which relates to and the terms which are very important to prepare trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Let's move to start the practical part, means to solve the illustrations relates to the trading account and the profit and loss account and balance sheet. Dear students, let's start to prepare trading account. Before that, we must know how the format of trading account. See, this is a format of trading account. Draw 4 columns and don't forget to write debit and credit on both sides. Then the heading is like this: trading account for the year ending. Maybe year ending, always trading account is prepared at the end of the year, maybe 31st March any year. Then debit side, we should record all the expenses or losses, and credit side all revenues or gains. And the thing is, all direct expenses are recorded in this trading account and all indirect expenses are recorded in profit and loss account, and all direct incomes are recorded in this trading account and all indirect revenues are recorded in profit and loss account. See the format. First line, to write the debit aspect we must use the prefix called to opening stock, amount in amount column, then to purchases, amount in inner column if return is given. If any purchase return or return outward is also called as purchases return itself, so we have to deduct that amount from the purchases, then write the amount in amount column. Then all direct expenses includes, see, wages, carriage inwards, freight charges, coal, gas and water, cleaning charges, if any dock dues, excise duty, import duty, factory rent, manufacturing expenses and all. All these expenses are called as direct expenses, and for easy understanding purpose we can remember one point, that is what all manufacturing related expenses are recorded in this trading account. All manufacturing expenses, manufacture ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೋ factory related expenses are recorded in this trading account. And come to credit side, revenues or gains, only 3 items, that is sales. The first one is sales. We must use the prefix by when we recording credit aspects or when we recording revenues or gains. Sales, amount in inner column if returns is given in the illustration. Return inward is also called as sales return, and then after deducting the amount from the sale, then we can write the amount in amount column. Then closing stock is given in the adjustment entry, will be given in the adjustment entries. So we should consider that transaction and we should record that in revenues or gains, that is under credit side. And we know that how we can find out gross profit. Gross profit means excess of sales over expenses, means over purchases and expenses. If sale is greater than our expenses, if sale is greater than our purchase and direct expenses, then we will get gross profit amount. So if gross profit is find out in the accounting period, then we should record that in debit side of the account as to gross profit carried down. to gross profit carried down, then we should carry forward that amount for the next accounting period, or this is continued in the next, means after profit and loss account. From this line, the next account is profit and loss account. There we should carry forward, for that reason we should carry forward this amount here as by gross profit brought down. So in this way we can prepare trading account. Just carefully see, practice this format, and this is very important format. Let's see how we can prepare trading account with the information, with the help of some trial balance or with the required information. Before that, one illustration, it relates to the computation of cost of goods sold. Let's see. This is the question for 6 mark. This question carries 6 mark. Question is like this: compute the cost of goods sold for the year 2016 with the help of the following information. Dear student, in the previous class we had discussed about the formula of cost of goods sold also, and the given informations are like this. Stock on 1/4/15 means it is opening stock 3 lakh. Stock on 31st March 2016 4 lakh. It is nothing but closing stock. Purchases during the year 15 lakh. Sales during the year 20 lakh. Wages 1,20,000. By this information we should prepare cost of goods sold. How? What is the formula if closing stock is given in the illustration? The opening stock plus purchases minus direct expenses minus closing stock. Here opening stock plus purchase plus direct expense, not minus, direct expenses minus closing stock. So this is a formula to calculate cost of goods sold. We can calculate or we can find out the exact amount of cost of goods sold in this way also. Write opening stock in bracket. You have to write 1/4/15 because information is given in that way itself. So 3 lakh, add purchases, already information is given, purchases, how much? Yes, 15 lakh, then total it comes 18 lakh, add direct expenses if any. See here wages is given, wages comes under direct expenses, so write direct expenses, in that wages. What is the amount? 1,20,000. You have to add this. Answer is 19,20,000. Afterwards, you have to deduct closing stock less closing stock. Closing stock information is given 31st March 16, 4 lakh. So 19,20,000 minus 4 lakh, 15,20,000 is a final outcome. This is called as cost of goods sold. So opening stock plus purchases plus direct expenses minus closing stock. In this way also we can find out cost of goods sold. So if opening stock and closing stock is given in the sum, then we have to consider that amount as opening stock plus purchase plus direct expense minus closing stock, and the final answer is cost of goods sold. So in this, for this type of question you will get 6 marks. Let's see how to prepare trading account. See the question, preparation of trading account. This is also for 6 mark. Question is like this: from the following information of Mr. Shankar, prepare trading account for the year ending 31st March 16, and all required informations are given here. Opening stock 2 lakh, purchases 20 lakh, sales 35 lakh, carriage inward 10,000, closing stock 5 lakh. And come to the solution part, solution, and write the heading Mr. Shankar. In the books of whom? In the books of Mr. Shankar. And heading trading account, for the year ending. Year is mentioned, year ending 31st March 16, and please don't forget to write debit and credit on both sides. This is what very important, mentioning debit and credit on both sides. Now already we had discussed about the format of trading account. In the trading account, see here, opening stock, purchase, all direct expenses in the debit side, and all means revenues like sales and closing stock. Also we can record these information on the credit side of the account. So here given informations are only this much: opening stock, purchases, sales, carriage inward, closing stock. So carriage inward is considered as direct expenses here, opening stock debit side, purchases also debit side, sales credit side, closing stock comes under credit side. Let's start. First one, to opening stock. To opening stock, how much? 2 lakh. Next one, to purchases. Before that you should check whether return is given or not. Is there any return here? No returns, even for purchase and even for sales there is no returns, so you can directly write the amount in amount column. To purchases 20 lakh. Then carriage inward. To carriage inwards. Carriage inwards, what is the amount? 10,000. Next, come to credit side. The first one is buy sales. Amount 35 lakh. Then there is no returns, so you can directly write the amount. Then buy closing stock. Buy closing stock, how much? 5 lakh. 5 lakh. So the next step, now we covered all the transactions, means we recorded all these transactions: opening stock, purchases, sales, carriage inward and closing stock. You should check before finalize this account. And the next step is totaling. Totaling, we know that if the account is not showing the equal balance, then we should write the total, means greater amount on both sides. Here, which side shows greater value? 35 lakh plus 5 lakh, 40 lakh. So we should write this amount on both sides, 40 lakh and 40 lakh. So from this amount we have to deduct these amounts. 40 lakh minus 10,000 minus 20 lakh minus 2 lakh. And one more item here, 20 lakh and 2 lakh and 10,000. So 40 minus these amounts, this is what. So here this account shows greater amount, means credit side shows greater value, means your revenue is greater than your expense. So it is what? Gross profit. Profit you should record under debit side. So gross profit carried down, 17 lakh 90,000 is the difference amount. So by adjusting this 17 lakh 90,000, you will get 40 lakh here. So 70 lakh 90,000. So this amount should carry forward to this side as by gross profit brought down, 17 lakh 90,000. In this way, we can prepare trading account. This is for 6 marks. Informations will be given in the question. We should identify the expense and losses or revenues or gains. Afterwards, we can record those transactions in the concerned column. All expenses, especially all direct expenses, are recorded in this side, and all revenues or gains are recorded in the credit side of the account. So this is what the first illustration. Let's see another question. From the following balances of Sri Narayan, prepare trading account for the year ended 31st March 2016. Here many informations are given. Let's see what are the informations are given. First one, cash purchase 10,000, credit purchase 20,000. We can record all the, means we can record cash transaction and also credit transaction in the trading account or profit and loss account. There is no differentiation. So we need total purchase. How we can find out the total purchase? Here we should add cash purchase and credit purchase, then we will get the total purchase. So here both informations are given, cash and credit purchase. 10 plus 2 lakh 10,000 is the purchase amount, and the next one is cash sales and credit sales. So we should consider these two also. Next one, freight charges. Freight charges is considered as direct expense. So two direct expenses, import duty, direct expense, 2 import duty, and stock on 1/4/15. It means opening stock. Then carriage inwards. Carriage inward is considered, comes under debit side of the account. Stock on 31st March 2016, it is nothing but it is closing stock. Wages, direct expense under debit side. Let's start solution. So, write solution. Don't forget to write debit and credit. Then write heading trading account for the year ending 31st March 2016 and write Mr. Narayan. In the books of Mr. Narayan, we are preparing trading account. Then record the transaction on order, in a chronological order, or orderly you should record the transaction. First one, to opening stock, in bracket 1/4/15, 30,000. Where is the stock? Here. See, stock on 1/4/15, 30,000. The next one is two purchases. If return is there, you have to deduct that amount. In this information, there is no returns. So directly you can write amount, but the thing is here you don't know the total amount of purchase. So for that it means two purchases is given in cash as well as credit. So just you need to add both two purchases, cash purchase 10, credit purchase 2 lakh. So 2,10,000 in amount column. Next, two freight charges. Two freight charges 10,000. To import duty 15,000. Then credit sale is given, so just write buy sales. In that cash 1 lakh, credit 2,20,000. So 3,20,000 in amount column. Next, carriage inward, direct expense, carriage inwards, amount 2,000 in amount column. Then closing stock, here you have to write by closing stock, by closing stock 25,000, in bracket mention the date 31st March 16. One more item has remained to record, that is 2 wages 5,000. So just check once again whether you recorded all the transactions or not. You recorded cash purchase, credit purchase, cash sale, credit sale, freight charges, carriage inward, import duty, stock, then opening stock, again wages. So the next step is totaling. Which side shows greater value, that should be recorded on both sides. So here also your credit shows greater value, it means revenue is greater than expenses. So 3,20,000 plus 25,000, 3,45,000. 3,45,000. Then you have to deduct all these amounts, minus 3,45,000 minus 5,000 minus 2,000 minus 15,000 minus 10 and minus 2,10,000 and minus 30,000, and the final outcome 73,000. By adding 73,000, this side shows 3,45,000 as then that is to gross profit carried down. C bar D means carried down, B bar D means brought down. So gross profit carried down, that should be brought down for the next opposite side by gross profit brought down, amount 73,000. So you should know above the total carried down, below the total brought down. So this is how we can prepare trading account. Let's move to solve one more illustration. The question is like this: from the following information, calculate gross profit and operating profit for the year ending 31st March 2016. Here we need to do two different things. One is we need to find out gross profit, another one is we need to find out operating profit. To calculate operating profit, we need gross profit amount. So how we can calculate gross profit? So gross profit can be calculated by preparing trading account. So given informations are like this: opening stock 1 lakh, net sales 24 lakh, net purchase 12 lakh, and direct expense rupees 1,20,000, indirect expenses rupees 2,20,000, closing stock 1,40,000. These informations are given. So by using these information, we can easily prepare trading account. So draw the columns, write the heading, mention debit and credit on both sides. The first, starting from to opening stock, amount is given 1 lakh, to purchases 12 lakh, then to direct expense, here 1,20,000 is given, so just write 1,20,000. Then come to credit side, buy sales 24 lakh, buy closing stock 1,40,000. So the next step is totaling greater amount on both sides, 24 lakh plus 1,40,000, 25,40,000. So 25,40,000 minus all these amounts, 1,20,000, 12 lakh minus 1 lakh. So the gross profit amount, here also your income is greater than your expense. So it is called as gross profit. If sale is greater than your purchase and your direct expense, then you will get gross profit amount. So gross profit amount is 11,20,000. Then now we've completed one first process, that is what calculation of gross profit. Another one is remained, that is computation of operating profit. How we can compute operating profit? There is one formula to calculate operating profit, that is operating profit equal to gross profit plus operational incomes minus operating expenses. So gross profit already we calculated, that is 11,20,000 plus operational incomes. There is no operational incomes, so just write nil, and minus operating expenses 2,20,000. Here indirect income, here operating expenses, it is operating expenses. Operating expenses 2,20,000 is given, so just write the amount 2,20,000. So 11,20,000 minus 2,20,000, the final answer is 9 lakh. So this amount is considered as operating profit. So in this way also we can prepare trading account. The simple logic is, we should record all the direct expenses along with the opening stock and the debit side, and all revenues means main sales and closing stock in credit side. So to find out operating profit, we need gross profit, operational incomes minus operating expense, then we will get operating profit. So I hope you understood the basic about how to prepare trading account and how we can find out cost of goods sold and even calculation of operating profit. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.